We are back with some more Avowed, and everybody
like
wants to talk.
Listening to Yatzli's thoughts about godless ruins is one thing. Bringing her along for the rest of the trip is something else. Well, don't you think it's a little convenient? You need to go somewhere no one ever goes, and here she is to show you the way? If she's read anything about the garden, it was written centuries ago. Obviously, things have changed since then. Best chance we found so far, sure. I'll go along with whatever you decide. Just don't be disappointed when she doesn't show you what you wanted to see. Anyway. Right. I'm sure you'll find it absolutely gripping. Go ahead. I'll tell you whatever you want to know. As you know, Kai and I have worked together in the past. It's a blessed miracle he never got me killed. Honestly, he's a good guy. A bit too quick to ask
I think
questions.
I already asked
Tell him
him.
I said that. I'll cut a hole.
Yeah, I asked him about that.
Right. What do you need? There's basically no reason to come here unless you have business in Thirdborn. Doesn't stop people from coming here, though. Most people I bring here are just looking to say they survived it, as if the lands weren't deadly enough everywhere else. We go to Thirdborn first to get supplies and rest up for the trip. Most people decide to turn back after a night in town. They complain that it's hot, but that's the easiest part. They never realize the rest of the weird Sokka that's out there. Let's see. It gets cold out here at night. I always make a fire in camp, and no matter how hot it is during the day, I always keep a blanket. I like to camp on a hill or plateau if I can, because even the slightest bit of rain can cause a flash flood. You'd be surprised how many people drown in Shatterscarp. Nothing's prepared for rain out here, especially the land itself. Though if you don't drown, your water problems are pretty much solved, so there you go. Right, changing the subject. Ask away.
Goodness.
Same one you are. What kind of blessed question is that? Oh, huh, I see. I sometimes use lember without really thinking about it. That's what you mean, right? Oh, does it? Well, obviously that's why I do it. I'm sure you'll pick it up as we travel. It's not that blessed difficult. Yes, I did. The less we talk about that, the better. I see. Let's lay this out, Envoy. I don't need to know how many men you've killed to know you're more than capable in battle. Now, we just met, Envoy, and I'm here to do a job. Maybe we'll be best of friends someday, but this isn't that day. Best we just keep things professional. Oh, gods. It's like my first week working with Kai. All over again. Oh? Do tell. We've already talked about this. I hope this isn't going to be a problem. That much is obvious. I'm not that interesting, and I really don't like talking about the past. Let's worry about keeping you alive for now. Good? No, I didn't poison that drink. Even the rankest Nimdude walking doesn't deserve that kind of death. They clearly heard about my reputation and thought I'd do something like that. Question is, why would he drink from that cup? Right. Why do they do what they do? The mystery of the baby wit in its natural habitat. If he was a real hunter, he'd have studied his target and known what I was capable of. Lucky for me, he was just a tourist in need of a good reminder. More often than you think. Someone's always trying to get a reputation by going after people who have one. Turns out those of us who have a reputation sometimes came by it honestly. What do you need? Well, I'm one of the very few people who spends most of their time out in the wilds and haven't gotten themselves killed yet. I know the difference between hay bleed toxin and high tox bloom, which is something you should be really... And you know the Balrog and the grinning Balrog? No, but I am one of the few who have seen a Balrog and lived. Mostly because I had the brains to run the Dragu out of there. The key is survival. I understand that, and a lot of people don't. And that's why we're gonna get you where you're going, Envoy. Alive and with as few blithe tail bites as possible. That, more or less. Oh, you noticed. I don't know. I've heard stories all my life about the gods and magic, and they never seem to do any good for... It's just Pargrunan wilderness lore, developed over the centuries in Solace. But hey, if people want to think it's magic, then go ahead. I mean, feel free to cast all the spells, just don't... And, right, change. What do you need? Right, go ahead.
Not gonna ask about Giada.
Giada's a mystery to me. Animancers give me the vricus, and for good reason. Most of them would just as soon turn your soul into jewelry as look at you. Giada, she's smart, thoughtful, and she's got a spine, too. You can tell when someone needs extra help out here, and she doesn't. So, yeah, I don't... Thanks for talking.
Yeah, not a problem.
Despite everything that's happened, in many ways, Quilichi has been like a second father to me. But Yatzli, she's like my dirty aunt who's up to no good. Well, she's an expert in that field. While I have your attention, I've been thinking. Why is Inquisitor Ludwig suddenly interested in godless ruins? She's a smart one. I'll give her that. We should be ready for anything. Something tells me Ludwig isn't finished with us yet. Until next time.
Thirdborn. If it weren't for the Leviathan skeleton in the middle of town, I'd hardly recognize the place. Well, that's what I'm trying to nail down. Do you ever come back to a place and feel like the buildings are smaller and the colors are duller? Then you get it. Thirdborn was always this rugged oasis. Dangerous and out of the way, but bursting with vitality. It was a harbor for larger-than-life types. People like Capo, the Leviathan Slayer, and top glory seekers, trophy hunters, warriors trying to leave their battles behind. People who built around their stories and their scars. Me too. Being back. It felt like we were watching Thirdborn die a slow death.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I thought age was supposed to bring wisdom. Something to balance out the back pains and creaky knees. I think what's eating at me is that Thirdborn seems rudderless. The Dream Scourge is one threat. Conflict with Adir is another. The Living Lands is changing, and Thirdborn feels like a barnacle on them. Temerity's leading them as best she can, but towards what? What are we doing out here besides surviving? Instead of drifting. Yeah. For the longest time, I was just running from Tama's death. Thanks to you, I'm starting to think about what I might head towards. What about you? You were sent by your Emperor to investigate the Dream Scourge. Since then, you've died, met a secret god, and gotten swept up in tensions between your empire and our scattered settlements. You released Igwolf, but you didn't stop the Steel Growth's attack on Fjord. Do you know what you're sailing towards, or are you drifting with the tides? That kind of clarity is rare. Thanks for talking. I hope Thirdborn is able to find its way somehow. I can take watch. I'll be up a while anyway.
What is that I can upgrade? Oh well.
Seeds of change, their petal, they sing to the
I'm gonna
unwanted
just
ones,
read it and skip
and
through
the
this.
unwanted ones sprout. The soil remembers what it once was. It will soon be whole, safe. A name given to the land, not asked for. You see why the soil does not want these cities. But first, the sprouted ones will grow. They will bring the still. The air was not meant for voices. We want all of them gone. We wish for life. Pilchards growing on bushes. Death nourishes the soil. The spider devours. We ponder.
Okay, so this thing in my head is not seeming to be very good anymore. Seeming to lose it.
Did you hear about Naguno? They found him dead in the lighthouse.
The old guy from the swordfish? No kidding.
Someone snuck up there when he was sleeping and slit his throat.
Damn. Wonder what he did to deserve that.
I bet it was spies that got him.
Tyrann spies?
Did he ever tell you how they almost made a citizen once?
So, and Gunu is dead. That's grand. I don't know what happened, but oh well.
There you are. It's rather rude of you to keep a lady waiting. I'll forgive you, though. It gave me a chance to dip into my notes about the Circle of Archmage. One does not simply waltz into an Archmage's domain unprepared. Tell me, dearie, how much do you know about Reengrim? Well, with her skill in spellcraft, she certainly could do so if she wanted to. The Circle of Archmage are the most powerful magical beings in Aora. Whatever the reason, the fact that she's here at all is significant. Aldra's titties, the Circle sent the Archmage of Well, Nakukubel is the largest of the godless ruins. There must be something in there of interest to Reengrim. Probably something... I'll be with you every step. Those Steel Garrote bastards stole all my research about the godless. They'll get to the garden. I can show you the way to Reengrim's domain, but we should travel lean. The less of us there are, you'll need me to get you in the door, so...
I promise we'll get into the right amount of trouble.
Perfect. No.
I'm gonna give Marias a chance. Because I don't know if, let's per se, the game has like a mechanic that the more your companions are with you, that's how you get their quest lines. I don't know. But I'm gonna find out.
I suppose if you're on a wild goose chase, there are worse places to do it. At least I know how to deal with those sorts of things. Rope, lantern, extra water skins. Yatzli's got you going in all sorts of abandoned ruins. Who knows what's down there? More questions, most likely. And spiders. No, why would I be? I just want to make sure we've covered all the options before we dive headfirst into another deadly ruin. Right. Just keep it in mind, I guess. Anyway. Until next time.
For the camp of an official Adiran envoy, I was expecting a little more. A proper bed, at least. But I suppose this will do for now. As long as you have a bath, of course.
No.
I always ask nicely. But, as riveting as it is to complain about our accommodations, I imagine you have another... Well, because I'm the foremost expert on the godless, of course. So Unfortunately, it's been quite some time since I've met another who focused on the godless, and I imagine I'd be more knowledgeable on the subject than anyone else you could find. Technically, when I got my first grimoire as a child, I was trying out some of the fancy new spells. I was attempting a simple illusion spell, but I must have slurred my words. The next thing I know, everything was... No! Well, me, obviously. What is childhood but for silly things? My father was able to pull me from the flames as my mother doused them. I burned myself badly enough to give myself some vivid dreams, but... Of course. Now I only burn those that deserve it, like mosquitoes and university administrators. The only lasting damage was my burn mark and the dreams. Nightmares are still dreams, envoy. They're not nearly as enjoyable as my more provocative dreams.
Okay.
Oh. Well, just be sure to have a quick release knot if you ever make that Someone should learn from my mistakes.
I've been a lot of places I never wanted to go, but that was among the worst.
As delightful as you are, we've much to do and less time to do it in.
What's that fragrance you're wearing?
Ambergris, from the guts of a dead leviathan. Why, do you like it?
Well, don't get me wrong, I like it fine. But I think it's attracting spike flies.
Oh, Envoy. We need to discuss what happened. I can't believe Fjord's gone. I'm going to personally find every steel Garota. I can't believe we were able to get his... We were lucky that the steel Garota also... At least we were able to get everyone... Though with everything happening in Thirdborn... At least I know Temerity will keep an eye on them. I know, and she knows. Long enough that I trust her to do her best. You see, Emerald Stair has Naku Tadek. And...
I'm trying to get to my
that's how I
mission.
met Temerity. Yes. I still go out on...
Okay.
Oh, part of it is my spark. It's hard to hate some... As much as I'd love to, you don't travel with the kitchen. My mother always said that the way to a man's heart was... Guilichi and I got together the old-fashioned way, though. Then I dazzled him with my delightful... Then he showed me an abandoned ruin outside. Oh, it's not a fairy tale, darling. Any rough patches got smoothed over well enough. I only thought about killing him once or twice.
Choo.
He's probably thought the same. I still can't quite believe that everything we've built is gone. It makes you wonder how everything... Right. The city can... Thank you, Envoy. I feel a little... How can I help? Don't let the bedbugs bite, dearie.
Oh my goodness.
I wish we could have done more for them.
You weren't even a part
Well,
of it?
If I were in his shoes, though I'd like to pick a more... Exactly, Matt. I can only hope that I can go out. And don't you forget it. But it gives you some... I mean, not everyone gets to... Well, that's all I had to say. Unless there's something else. How can I help? Tired already, Uncle? Well, I'll see you in the morning.
Well, let's go to the ruins. Immediately find goodies. Oh no. No! I'm stuck. Oh, there's all the ice it was talking about. Who's that? Who is that?
Beware, Outlander. A fiend... Yes, a cold heart beats in her chest, starved of love or... Do not seek her out! Then throw yourself into the ocean. I sought the art, but Reengrim, her help came at a terrible cost. She showed me, and it's more awful than I could have imagined. I'm going to... I have yet to see a horse in the living lands, but that just means they could be around any corner.
Oh no.
What kind of advice? Now be gone, outlaw.
Yeah. Oh, give me that. Trampled by horses. Sounds like something to do with the steel grille, most likely. But I haven't seen them use a horse, so.
This is so.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
And the perfect place to set up shop if you're an archmage. I hadn't had a chance to see all this before. It's magnificent. Come on, let's go introduce ourselves to an archmage.
Night night.
Well, that was fun.
This is it. Ringrim was definitely here.
I had a feeling. Those tortured ice corpses felt like a sign saying, insane wizard ahead.
Yeah.
Yes, but look at them. The artistry is sublime. Can you imagine having enough...
Right. You can really feel his soul-wrenching terror. Don't like it. Thought I might get used to it standing.
A spell. Ringrim's using her illusions to make people choose to stay away. Of course I probably can. All spells have a counter, but we can figure that out later. Right now, we have... Trust me, I know. Last thing I need is to be responsible for killing the Emperor's pet. No offense.
Wow, thanks, Dick.
But it's a chance to test out. I've focused so much on the Godless and Quilici over the years. Thank you. When they destroyed my home and took my work. Chances are we'll die. But if we don't, we stop Ludwig and get into the ruins.
This is the first time I've ever heard anyone describe dying as a win.
Let's get going.
I feel like these faces are watching me.
Oh.
Don't love it.
Those things are illusions.
Oh, I am not gonna lie and pretend I'm loving this icy wasteland we're wandering around in.
Stay close. Ringrim's trying to scare us off, but we won't let her, will we?
Well, I can't see, so...
What a frosty welcome. I'm covered in fur and even I'm freezing. Are her illusions really so powerful?
I can't sprint.
It's just a trick, Convoy. A well-crafted cold trick. Keep moving.
I am.
What a beautiful specimen.
Oh, it's not a...
Specimen. Any student of Zarub's and their weaponry would be thrilled.
Huh.
Visitors, do you know what this moment calls for? A beautiful, macabre story that lingers in the mind. You wish to find me in my tower? You'll have to wait until I tell this tale.
Grand.
That's done.
Ooh, goodies. what I'm talking about.
Once, a very important statue fell to pieces, and an entire village perished because it wouldn't put the statue back together again.
Oh good. Skeletons. Just the thing to brighten up the place.
Oh!
Easy when you do it.
Put it down!
Boy, watch your left.
Oh boy. Oh no!
Watch your right.
And restore the statue. I will see you inside my tower.
Oh, so Renprim is a show-off. Even more gaudies. How gauche.
Gauche? It's a new word. Okay. Ow.
Nice job, everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Electrocute the water. Don't you jump up here. No, of course. I know this.
What, like it's hard?
Sometimes cold reason is necessary.
Odds are hard, huh? Huh. Oh. Looped all the way around. Oh, come on.
Child's play.
Frozen syrup, huh?
That's done. What, like it's hard?
Whoa.
Keep quiet.
Oh, goodness. Come on.
Enjoy the pain, dears.
Oh.
The village wanted so
You're here for my Audra piece, aren't you?
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you too, dearie.
I'll die without the Audra. Please,
Don't take it from me. I don't want to die. I don't remember anymore. I was in pain for so terribly long. But the Atra has kept me alive. Don't let them take it. Oh, no. What's happening to the village? No, it's too late.
And because the village would not put the statue back together, everyone died.
That poor man. Was he a real person once? Did all that happen to him?
Either way, I'd never want to be in his shoes.
Well, for better or worse, I can't wait to find out more.
Oh.
Is it weird that I feel relieved that these statues are already broken? Those stone pieces we found?
This must be the statue. Let's take another look at that. There once stood... For a time, the village prospered. But then the statue shattered, and winter did... That's the gist of it. Yes. First things first, let's get those...
Let's do that. So we can get on to the next thing, which I assume is a 1,000-foot drop into a sea of acid.
Okay.
Someone's eager to be done.
Something's healing him. Go down, spider. Whoa. That's creepy.
The village was on the verge of destruction, but still they argued.
There's the hat. And we have everything now. Let's hurry back and see how it all works.
And after that, no more steps. Right?
It's the lesson rather than the authenticity of the story that matters, I guess. We've got all the pieces. Quick, quick. And off we go.
Okay, let's see what ability I got real quick.
I'd offer advice, but once we're in there, all my experience is meaningless.
We're going in.
Oh, you made it. Unfortunately, I still have reading to do. Amuse yourself with these skeletons while I finish this paragraph.
Hey, you stupid. Dang it. No! Did you just quit? Oh, goodness. Screw you, you stupid healer. He delays that. Don't mind me, you know, just grabbing the goodies.
I think I sprained my shoulder.
Yeah, I can imagine on that one.
Oh, look at the three of you. It's like something out of a book. A godlike of an unknown deity, a flute-carrying scout, and a rainbow-colored wizard. All looking for a garden, from what I've gleaned.
It is her. We felt the pluck of her fingers outside our door, searching. For us? Our prison? Who is she? What does she seek?
My little puzzle was very clever, wasn't it? A challenge and a parable, all at once.
Well, now that we're done with the formality of defeating the skeletons...
That
that may or may not happen eventually, I want to talk to you first. It's not often I encounter a godlike whose divine parent I cannot identify. What did you think I was trying to tell you with the puzzle? Spoken like a war criminal. Well done. Yes, when there is a tectonic shift in history, people always die. The point of the parable is quite simple. Sentimentality is a privilege. The village would have lived if they had chosen to sacrifice one dying soul for the good of many living ones. If it comes to it, yes. I hope you'll choose pragmatism over sentimentality. More than anything, the whole challenge was for you to understand how I think. No one truly matters in the long run. Not even me, or the other Archmages. It's what we leave behind. What matters is that our lives buy the world more history, more beauty, more time to create interesting things. Do you understand? For conversation with me, primarily. Most people find it difficult to relate to an Archmage. And if you cannot do so, it will complicate my attempts to communicate with you. I hope you're not intending to enter the ruins. I won't open the path. And has been for some time. That is why I am here. I came to the Living Lands because the sickness here, this dream scourge, fascinated me. This plague shouldn't exist. It can't, and yet it does. The essence of the Living Lands is falling into chaos and entropy. It's more powerful than anything I've seen. I suspect it has something to do with how the Adra has been severed from the rest of the world. I believe the answers lie in the ruins, but the essence there is so strong it's blocking my spell work, which has never happened before. Ever. No one enters Naku Kubel until I get to the bottom of this. Sorry. Curiouser and curiouser. What is so special about you, godlike? You have my interest. Show me if you live up to it. Are you? Oh my. I didn't think this was possible. Something I don't already know. I can't believe I overlooked this possibility. A god here, alone, trapped in the severed Adra. This explains so much. My magic being ineffective, the essence here being so intense. And you, godlike, with your unfamiliar appearance. You're the missing key to the lock, sealing Naku Kubel. Don't take this the wrong way, but in a different life, I'd have flayed you for my study. You are a godlike of this strange, isolated, possibly miserable god. A piece of them resides in you. I have no doubt that like will recognize like. You will open the gates to Naku Kubel, and I will study this metaphysical aberration up close. Go. Find your so-called garden. Report your findings to me. Perhaps there is more to this than either of us alone can see. If there's anything of interest there, I imagine you'll find it. A little, yes. Mostly, I'm just pleased that there are still things I'm ignorant of. It's gotten so tedious of late. My thanks in return, godlike. It's not often that Kith, or really anything at all, can surprise me. I wish you luck on your journey, if you believe in such things. Just keep in mind that countless dream thralls are on the same path. I'm sure you'll survive. If not, well, lovely to have met you. I'd focus on survival first, Envoy. And you, Orlan, you seem a clever one. Take my grimoire. It will allow you to dispel the barrier I have set before the ruins. You have talent. Not any mage can dispel my illusions. Perhaps when this is over, we should speak again.
You want to speak again? Yeah, of course. Can't wait.
Oh, lovely. I'm sure she could use an Orlan corpse to add to her collection.
The ruins are far in the northwest. The people here, no more wasting time. Or jump, I suppose, if you're feeling grim.
Look at all these books. Do you think she'd let me borrow some?
Questionable.
And off we go. Did just happen, right? Ringrim liked me? And my spellcraft! And she gave me her grimoire. I just can't believe it. With Ringrim's grimoire, I think we can go to the ruin.
Are we actually ahead of Ludwig for once? I'm not familiar with this feeling.
Then there's no time to waste. I must
Oh, there is a campfire out there with my name on it. Let's go.
Can I fast travel out of here? Because Marias wants to talk. Man, I can't. Wait. That's how we get out of here?
Let's not do that again. Let's stay out of Archmage's... Sure, we made it out alive, but that outcome felt out of my hands more than I'd like. I know. Sometimes you just have to charge into a wizard's domain and endure a parable about a village. Anyway, I'm glad to be out of there. Time to curl up with some jerky and a few swigs of Wodak. Anyway. If I must.
Well, I think that's where this is going to end. We'll be going to the ruins next. If you enjoyed Avowed and this content,
Hi, darling.
leave a like,
Ma'am.
comment, and possibly subscribe.
Did you move my bedroom?
Yeah. Found you a new spot.
You guys in talking?
Why did you do that?
You mentioned the ground was rough on your back. I noticed a soft patch.
Oh, I didn't know I was camping with such a gentleman. Thank you. The next time,
Shut
warn
up.
a girl, will you?
Thanks for watching.